Good morning, Geek. It's me, the artist and MC. My drive to work on an on-call day, so I am on call tonight. But I felt like I wanted to say something to you guys. First off, like, share, subscribe, support the stream if you feel so inclined. I see Malika did that already. He said for coffee fund, appreciate you, Malika. Second thing I will say, apologize to you guys for Sunday night having a stream. Sunday was an absolute shit show of an on call, and it was one thing to the next thing to the next thing to the next thing. By the time I looked up and saw it was 6 o'clock, I was still finishing the last job. That work did not finish Sunday until damn near 11, and it was mostly bullshit. Hot as fuck, bunch of water related issues, more issues. That means I have more work on my plate for the next week to come, dealing with all this other bullshit that was not done by other people. So I have not been in that happy place, so to speak. Um, I was just bullshitting with BTM about it, about the moons that were going into Mercury retrograde. I was telling her about we're just coming out of that black moon or the Lilith moon. All this shit is fucking up, and bitches acting crazy, and I've been getting the brunt of that. I got a couple of people that's filling up my fucking head right now with shit I don't even care to be thinking about, but acting in some really strange fucking ways that's really pissing me off because it's really personally disrespectful to me, and I am on the verge of punching a bitch in the face. I am, for a couple of things. There's a lot of crazy shit going on that I do not appreciate, do not like, do not deserve. I know saying punch a bitch in the face sounds like some simp talk. I was having to be real with myself this past weekend and say that I backslide into some simpitude, and yeah, I did. So completely irritating to try to be decent with folks and folks that actually take that decency for weakness. Like shit, but that's the whole fault. Be decent to them would not treat them like shit. You make them earn that shit. It's something that Rich guy said keeps playing in my head. It's like you deserve to have somebody prioritize you. And have you had somebody prioritize you? That keeps playing in my head because I've really had to think about that shit. I mean, seriously. Dated a lot. I've been in a lot of long-term relationships. Really had to think about who actually prioritized. And if it was something on my part that I was doing incorrectly, to not be prioritized. And I'm not saying, that no motherfucker has never been prioritized. I'm not saying that shit. I have different people, different points. For me, I'm really feeling fed up with a lot of shit. So I have not been in the best of Even now, I feel like I got one hand over my mouth. What I can say and what I cannot say, based on space where I am and who I am. So it's weird. So really, I have not been paying real attention to Geek. I have not. I know everybody's still up in arms about fucking Snow White. I did a Instagram live yesterday on my drive time, and I said I don't give a fuck about Snow White. I don't care nothing about that shit. Not jumping into this fucking feeding frenzy pool of complaining about the next dumbass chick that got something to say about her shitty ass movie that's coming out. I don't have time for that. I really don't. It's not interesting. It's nothing to constantly be writing home about. Watching Disney fucking freaking implode is not entertainment for me. It's a sad thing to me because although I was young, I can respect the man working his entire life to this dying day to create something that he wanted to give to everyone. He did. Put out a vision of the world that he saw, that he wanted to see. And to see after his death how that name, his name, has been tarnished and brought to fucking ruin because corporate group of board of directors decide they want to push their bullshit agendas. It's wrapped in his name. It's just like you said in the space for a long time. There's no boundaries that men keep that women are obliged to respect. Because if you look at all these institutions that some man, group of men, whatever have you, have built, sacrifice their life, their time, and gave their vision, their blood, sweat, and tears to build. It don't take much time after they gone. Some goof troop ass people, mainly women, to come along and try to refashion it into what they want it to be. And fuck it completely up. While simultaneously telling you this is the way to make it better. That is so dumb. That's as dumb as when they start trying to get dudes, buff ass dudes, to paint their toenails and fingernails and shit like that with their girlfriends, because that was a way to show that you were bonding with her. Go get a pedicure and a manicure with her, so you can prove to her that you're bonding with her and you understand it. No, it don't. It proves that your ass is willing to have a bone in your nose, a ring in your nose, being led around by your fucking chick. And you're willing to throw your masculinity aside for the cooch. Because on the reverse side, she ain't trying to do shit masculine like that with you. Now that you can't have her titties out. Show her ass a bit. No. No. Yeah, fucking hell. So watching Disney implode is kind of heartbreaking for me because I had some respect for Walt Disney for what he built. That was an undertaker. It was an undertaker. A lot of struggles, a lot of conversations, a lot of arguments, a lot of, being hard nosed about shit, going up against people that you might have liked at one time to get what he wanted done. To create what was Walt Disney, Disneyland, Disney World, all that shit. And watch these motherfuckers after his death just ruin his fucking company in his name is absolutely an atrocity. But it shouldn't be a surprise in today's day and times. Because we got folks right in Disney do the same thing with any creator they can find. What is Pixar's name worth right now? What is Lucasfilm's name worth right now? What is Tolkien's name sounding like right now? I mean, fucking hell, dude. It's like these people cannot stay out the way of trying to destroy and run somebody else's name through the mud who was more creative than them. And you know what that sounds like? It sounds like one of these traits of toxic people, of actually toxic people. They can't stand seeing you have something they don't have. They can't stand seeing you be good at something they're not good at. They can't. It stands as a total affront to them, apparently. That the fact that you exist on the world, just like them, you've been here just as long or longer, and you've amassed a certain amount of skills and expertise and created something that you envisioned. They admire it 1 minute when everybody's smiling and laughing. As soon as they get a chance to get next to you, they want to destroy you. Because you made it. That shit right there is the pinnacle of toxicity. And the frustration of many a creative person and an artist. The bane to creative juices flowing. So at the end of the day, the fuck is the point of being creative, creating anything for a group of fucking people who are waiting around for nothing but the opportunity to tear it down? What's the point? Disrespect you, disrespect your name, disrespect your accomplishments, and can't wait to shit on it. Can't wait to pull it down. To put nothing back in its place. They have nothing to create. They have no vision other than a vision of, I wonder what this would look like to tear his shit down. So, as you can see, I have not been in the best of my states recently. Not even in it right now. I mean, I'm bordering on, cussing some folks out right now. Just looking at the chat button. I ain't been in the best of moods. Funny part is, I was talking to my sister yesterday, and I was talking about I forgot my father's fucking birthday. All this shit about passports and stuff like that. And one of the glaring examples of disrespect to the man's name is I don't know or remember my father's birthday. Why? Why you say? My father's birthday was never talked about in my house. Was not raised with my father. I was not raised unless it was in some it's not the right word. I got to tell you here. I can't use it. Anyway, without being talked about in some negative way. So I went a lot of years not knowing my father's birthday. Didn't didn't know his birthday at all. Now it comes back to me at damn near 50 years old because I'm doing this stuff with my passport, trying to get the shit expedited so I can be the fuck out of here. And since I have to get a new one, it asked me two questions that I didn't have an answer to. Want to know what those two questions were? Place of birth and birthday. And I didn't have a fucking clue. 49 years old, I don't know my father's fucking birthday to save my life, and I don't know where the fuck he was born. And it was nothing I was ever told. Damn near don't know his middle name. And essentially, I could call it my fault because I'm an adult. I've been an adult for a long fucking time. I should have asked. Never really came up. Now, I thought I knew it at one point because I got him a birthday gift. I remember getting him a birthday gift because I knew about the month. It turns out, just on some behind the YouTube shit, my father is a Leo. My father is a full blown Leo. It's even in his name. So at least I got an idea of the month because my life has been peppered or sprinkled with Leo's around. My best friend who's still in town right now, asleep. He's a Leo. Yes. Been friends for almost 30 goddamn years. Since teenagers. Since 16, since I was 16. So because I didn't know this information, I had to make two calls. The two calls I made were to women. These women actually answered the fucking phone or text. One of them was my mother, who was able to tell me where the fuck she was born. Know that shit either. And I did the math on figuring out her actual birth year. Could be right, I could be wrong. Gives a fuck. I definitely know her birthday, but I don't know the year. But I also asked her about my father. And guess what? She knew. She knew exactly. But it's interesting that if I asked her, she knew. She knew the answer. She never thought to share that shit when I was younger. Known all this time and said nothing. Now make no mistake, me and my mother is kind of cool right now. But me being cool with somebody don't mean I can't call them on the bullshit. I can't have an observation that is, hey, this don't actually seem correct. What's up with this? It's not what that shit means. Because I'm living in this goddamn world too and have my own mind, my own set of eyes, and can make my own assessment on things. It don't take much to see some of this shit don't make no sense. Doesn't match up. You've known the information. Why did you never share it willingly? But it gets into one of the things that women do. One of the parts that's irritating about women, they covet a lot of shit. Why? To hurt the other person. That's why. To exercise or passively aggressive show their disdain for your name, who you are. So, found out where my dad was born. Probably born in the same hospital. But that'd have been nice to know since I always know what hospital I was born in. Could have shared that one. That would have been a little interesting thing. Right? But the next call I made was not to my father. I was too embarrassed to call my father and ask him when his birthday was because I knew it was close. I was too embarrassed to let him know I didn't know his fucking birthday. I mean, for me, as a father, if my kids had to call and ask me that shit, I would tell them, but it would hurt my heart. It would hurt my fucking heart because I could understand the feeling of feeling like I don't actually matter to these fucking people. Who the fuck am I? These people don't even know me. These are my children. They don't even fucking know me. I wouldn't want my dad to feel that. I don't want him to feel that. I don't necessarily know at the moment if the juxtaposition is he knows that I didn't call him on his birthday and wish him a happy birthday. Like I forgot I got busy or some shit like that. I don't know if that's the better option, but it's at least not the option that no, I didn't fucking know. Your firstborn don't know your actual birthday. It's a sad state, man. Just a sad state. It's like when we talk about parental alienation, that's what the fuck it looks like. This is what it looks like. The removal of your even existence from the child's memory. That is a more hurtful, long-term emotional damage done to a father than I think could ever be done to a mother. Personally. Because nobody would do that shit to a mother. They'll waste no time and no thoughts doing it to a father. That's like par for the fucking course. So I called my sister. instead of my father. And I talked to my sister for a minute. Got to update what was going on with her and Pop because they've been having some medical issues. Sister's having her issues. Apparently, there is some epilepsy now because there is a tumor they have found in her, inoperable. Father was going through his chemo shit, as I told you, for his COPD, also with some cancer relation. And I've been getting, my information in the mail from the doctor to make sure to go back, get myself checked out again to check for cancer. It's a family trait on both sides. So, got a little bit of an update on them because I had been out of touch. And she told me what it was. She told me when my father's birthday was. My sister knows. Why? My sister was raised around her father. She loved her father, her mother and father. I know my father was not, he was with my sister's mother for a while, but they wasn't together a fucking long time. But it was always a tight relationship between them and her. There was never a difference. She was in between both of them. They both could still talk to each other. My mother cut my father out completely. She didn't talk to his ass at all. Act like his ass didn't exist. I guess except for me. So my sister knew it right off the bat. July 30th. Passed already. Passed already. She also reminded me of something else I didn't know, which was my father's mother's birthday. My grandma, Minnie, who I love to death. She loved me. She was one of the ones that was the first to teach me that you do for both children. If a child is there and they have two different parents, but they are brother and sister, you do for both of them the same. Or none at all. She was the one who taught me that shit. Because when I would go to her house when I was little, to hang out with her and my father, she used to buy me these huge ass Hershey bars. She'd go over to Memorial Catwells, get them huge ass Hershey bars from like Walgreens or something like that. And when I came over on the weekend, if my brother came with me, me and my brother have different fathers. He coming over to my side of the family's house, see my grandmother and my father. She would buy him one too, just as big, no different. And that was why. I remember chastising somebody about that shit before while I was there. No, you do for both of them the same. Because there was no difference as far as she's fucking concerned. Those kids are siblings. Right? And that's how that side of the family has carried that shit. Always. Love my grandma Minnie. Love her to death. Didn't remember her fucking birthday. Never knew it. Something else that's just lost to the annals of it didn't matter because I was mad at this motherfucker. Her birthday was July 26th. She was a Leo as well. Interesting. Interesting. And fierceness. Her and my father's birthdays are 4 days apart. My sister told me they took my father up to my grandmother's plot at the cemetery on her birthday. My father broke down crying. Father broke down crying. Never seen my father cry. And I was at my grandmother's funeral. I was crying. I can't say that I recall my father crying. My father and his mother were close. Me and my mother are not close. Close in similarities, but we ain't close as like friends. No. I was having my little dark night of the soul this past weekend. I was really taking account of how that affects me. How this is not the life I chose necessarily. This is the world I was given. It's how I try to make the most of it. A lot of the shit that I do is because of that background, which is problematic. Go through my bouts. Sometimes this is one of those fucking times, apparently. So, anyway, found out the birthday, found out grandma's birthday, put the information down on my damn passport thing so I can put in this paperwork and hopefully expedite this process. All right. I have not said like expedite this process and further my goal of getting the fuck out of this country by the time I'm 50. Because I can tell you this, I feel like Agent Smith right now. Talking to Neo, pulling the earpiece out his ear. I'm sick of this fucking place. I'm sick of these people. I'm sick of their shitty attitudes. I'm sick of the fact that I'm not allowed to choke the shit out of them for doing some of the things I have to endure. And I want to get away from them. Not to hurt them, but in fact, to save myself. In some ways, to save what is left of myself. Just make no mistake about it. Life takes a toll. You know, some of us, it's heavy. So I counseled someone yesterday. Don't cost me shit. Didn't do it for any gain. I'm trying to hold anything over their head. But I counseled somebody yesterday about standing up and giving people a big fuck you when they try to actually break you down and destroy your reputation, your name, and your reputation. And guess what? Wasn't a fucking dude. Guess what? This person wasn't a huge supporter of me. Don't matter because I know the difference between right and wrong. And I have my own sense of morals, values, and my own code. And in my code, you don't take advantage of people and you try to help if you can. You render some aid or some assistance, be it an encouraging word or a helpful hand. You be there for people when they need it, when you recognize that they fucking need it. And you don't have to wait for them to fucking ask or beg you to do it. Pay that forward and charge it to the game. So I gave somebody some advice that could hurt me. It could, in retrospect. Why? Because we have some dweller in the dark, hide behind the scenes, sneaky rat ass. I'ma hide in the other office and be real quiet so they can't hear me. And then after they finish talking, I'ma leave ass people around. You know, some shade tree ass people. So it'll come out, and it is what the fuck it is. But my rendering of some encouragement wasn't for me. It was for them because I don't like to see nobody getting broken down to the point of tears because people are having a go at them and retaliating against them for them being themselves and actually speaking up and speaking truth. I have no love for that shit. Never did. That is not honorable to me. If you did something fucked up and somebody call you on it, deal with it. But don't try to fuck them over because they mentioned it, because they pointed it out. That's some bullshit. That's some bitch shit. I don't like bitch shit. So this person was not going to be there to deal with this individual when they showed up. And I told them, look, you be there and fuck them. Why? Because it looks worse if you're not there. Then they can make up any kind of fucking story about you. But as I was raised to understand, you speak truth to power. Fuck you. What you gonna do about it? It'll be uncomfortable. So fucking what? It'll be uncomfortable for they ass too. Let it be uncomfortable. Who cares? Do you feel comfortable right now? Okay then. So we already in uncomfortable territory. Let's get it the fuck over with. I like resolutions. I don't like drama. And I don't like shit being drugged the fuck out. And that's what frustrates me. A lot of people like dragging shit the fuck out and having drama. I like conclusions and an end to drama. You either let the dynamite explode or you cut the fuse. Make a fucking choice. But we ain't just gonna sit here and let it just keep burning and dithering about what to do one way or the fucking other. Fuck that. Life is too short to sit there and be worried about that shit. Nigga, either set the shit off or quit. I ain't got time to be playing in this fucking silly ass gray area shit. Fuck these people. And that was the advice I gave. That was the counsel I gave to somebody who was having a hard time and had just got a fucking gut punch. Get the fuck up. Don't give them the satisfaction. Some heartbreak ridge shit. And fuck them. So that's my energy. That's what I've been on right now. And I got somebody I need to say that shit to. And everything else that I've seen or I've been paying attention to has told me I shouldn't go at this person and say nothing to them. I should just ignore it. And that is not my strong suit at all. Ignoring shit is not my thing. It is not. But for some unforeseen reasoning, somebody is taking up some fucking space in my head, and I need to have that shit eliminated. I need to have that shit eliminated. I need to blow it the fuck up because I don't like that shit. I don't like nobody taking up none of my mental fucking time and being fucking disrespectful to me. Fuck you. So I'm gonna have to blow the shit up. It is what it is. So with that, I'm late, but we have meeting today, so let me get in here and get to this fucking meeting and see what these goofballs are talking about today, and then get on with my day. Um, I don't give a fuck if you like, share, subscribe. I really don't. Not today. I really don't give a shit. Do what the fuck you do. Um, I'm sure somebody's talking about something equally as inane that has nothing to do with anything affecting your life. Um, if you have not done it already, go and buy Dr. Tiasan's book. His book is out. Um, fucking hell. Hell of a promo. I'm forgetting the fucking title now because I'm thinking the title should be reversed in my head. But it is about black misandry. Look on his channel, Dr. Tiasan Johnson's channel. It's up there. I do believe it's on Black Masculinities as well. It is orderable on Amazon. Get the book. Get the book and support that brother. Support your professor. Proud of him for putting out a book. Just like I'm proud of Grinch for putting out a book. And proud of Soul Shader for putting out a book. I buy Manosphere shit because I support black folks legitimately, not in just words, not for mere pennies, nigga. I do that shit for real. And I'm not pro black. I just think that's the right thing to fucking do. So, with that, I'm getting the hell out of here. Thank y'all for listening to some of my screed. I do not promise to be back. And I do not promise to have a fucking good day. I don't. I'm in some real hateful fucking energy right now, and it's deserving. So I'm going to do my best not to fucking flash on anybody, but I make no promises. No. So I'll see y'all later. Peace.